friends, I'm back with another video. And I think you guys might remember, anybody who's been watching my channel for a while, back when I would do duels in the arena between either different player characters, or I would try different kinds of pets against each other. Well, one of the bigger surprises and kind of letdowns for me, being a real life gnome mage, was the result between a mage's pet and a necromancer's pet, where the necromancer won most of the matches. This was lower level pets. I think they were level 30 or so, and the necromancer pet won a lot, and I think it had to do with its proccing life tap, because I was trying to make it fair as possible. So now I'm going to take it up. We've got level 85 pets here, and I'm going to double check. That one's level 83. Okay, so the mage pet is level 85. So the mage pet's got 2 levels up on this necromancer pet. Now, these aren't fresh pets. Disclaimer, some may have buffs and stuff, but instead of just killing them off, I wanted to see just right out of the gate, like, who wins. And what's going to happen is the necromancer and the mage are going to challenge each other to a duel, and the only thing that's going to be happening is we're just going to watch the pets. The pets are going to fight each other. The mage and the necromancer are not going to interfere. This is only a battle to the death for the pets, and hopefully I can back off the winning pet before it clobbers the mage or necromancer. So yeah, and we're in the arena, so we actually don't have to challenge each other to a duel. We just hit attack. What I'm going to do is, since the necromancer's a level lower, I'm going to let it attack first. That's actually 2 levels lower. The actual mage is level 86. The necromancer's level is 85. But the mage has 2 levels up on that pet. Or, you know, their pet is 85 versus level 83. I'm going to stop talking because I'm just digging my hole deeper and not making any freaking sense. So we got a cleric offhand to help out here. His name's Scroto. Scroto Baggins. I like funny names, and sometimes I choose them. So here we go. This is the mage. Yep. And I'm going to attack. These have weapons from my level 91 mage. So if you're saying, hey, those aren't the right weapons, again, you know, these are just the pets that were up when I logged in. And instead of just killing them off, I'm going to do a round because I'm curious to see what's going to happen. So I don't even know who's who. Okay, so Zon Kit or whatever is the mage one, and the mage one is winning so far. It's mage is at 87%, and the necromancer pet is 85. So this is what we're looking at right here. These two. And the mage pet is kicking his ass so far. It's kind of astonishing. So don't go re-rolling your mages just yet. We're going to do a couple of these matches where I'm going to try a couple of different pets. And I want to see which ones do better. I'm also going to do it where they don't have the unfair advantage of the higher level gear. But both of these guys have this high level gear, as you could see by their weapons. So I think the mage is going to win. or the mage's pet rather. Yeah, this is completely a reverse of what happened with the low level mage versus necromancer pet. And I don't know if the mage being one level higher, the actual mage, is making a big difference or not, because of maybe getting some additional AA points or not. I'm also thinking maybe this might be a higher level spell. I'm not sure, which in the next round we're also going to check that. Going to make sure they're both summoning their level 85 pets. So no one's going to get like a huge unfair advantage in the next duel. This one's just for the hell of it. But it's still amazing to see the difference. The mage pet hasn't taken much damage at all. I'm going to make sure I hit back when it kills the other one. And we are going to kill both pets after this, just so we start fresh and everything. So yay, mage pet. All right, go kill that zombie. All right, back. So there we go. The mage pet burnt that zombie down pretty quick. And again, the mage pet is level 85. So we're going to kill off the mage pet and resummon him and see what level he comes up as. And I'm going to make sure that I'm using a level 85 spell and not the level 86 one. So see, yeah, that might have been Construct of Air. It might have been the level 86 one, and maybe that's why it won like it did. So the next one down is level 81. So we're going to summon that instead, because that's what I would summon if I was only level 85. And who knows, that might have made a huge, huge difference. So we're going to pull him out over here. Going to say guard. And I'm going to give him the buffs that he normally might get. Or that I might normally give him. I'm not going to give him gear just yet, because I want to see what happens without gear. I don't know if giving him a damage shield is cheating or not, but it's just something that I would normally give him. So there's buffs. So I'm not going to give him gear just yet. I'm just going to leave him with some basic buffs that a mage would give their pet. And now we're going to take the necromancer. Going to call up a skeleton or whatever undead they get. Summon undead level 85. See, I really should summon a level 82. But we're pretending they're both level 85. So I'm kind of, do I summon the level 82 one or the level 85 one? I don't know, guys. Let's try the level 85 one for now. And see what happens. I might, you know, if the necro pet beats the crap out of mine, out of the mage one, I might try to redo it. So I think that is their haste. Yeah. And let's see if there's any other pet spells I can give it. I don't know what that does. But it's a pet buff, so let's try it. Unfortunately, we don't get damage shields or that sort of thing. Oh, I do get like a combat innate, so maybe I can give that to the pet. I don't know if I've ever actually used that before. So there we go. It's got 3 buffs. Gotta make sure it stands over here. All right. So there we go. We got 2 pets. A mage pet is level 84. The necro pet is level 83. So they should be a little closer in level now. At least they're not 2 levels different. But the mage pet is still a level higher. So I guess summoning the level 85 necromancer pet is fair, right, guys? Because they're about the same. So now let's go and see. I think this time we'll let the necromancer go first because the necromancer lost. That's usually what I do in these duels. The loser gets to attack first. So let's see what happens, guys. So Jarn is the necromancer pet and Gabiker is the mage pet. So far the mage pet's winning. And this is without any kind of gear. You know, they don't have their high level weapons or anything on them. So yeah, this is pretty interesting. The mage pet is winning again. This makes me feel so much better. So much better. I was really, really heartbroken when I did that last video of the lower level mage versus necromancer pets dueling. And I was really shocked. Really shocked. But I do think that mages get a lot more AA abilities that enhance their pets. And let me go over to the mage because I'm going to have to make the mage pet back off because it looks like it's going to win. Because, yeah, Gabiker, the mage pet, is still at 92, guys. While the necro pet is at 27. So maybe I'll do one where the mage pet doesn't have the damage shield, because maybe that's kind of an unfair advantage. I don't know. Guys, what do you think? Do you think I should not have the damage shield? Is that unfair? We'll do one without it. Okay. It looks like it's dead. I mean, it's funny. It's laying down before it's officially dead. That was interesting. Why was the necro pet like laying dead before it was actually dead? It still had like 2 or 3% health, and it took a minute to kill it. That was really bizarre, guys. So we'll try one now without the damage shield, all right? Because maybe that's just way too much extra damage. I don't know. We'll summon a new skeleton or zombie, whatever. And we're going to give him the same buffs we did before. Let's see what this is. Puts an infection of oozing pustules on target, which bursts on enemies as a defensive proc. Okay, so this is interesting. That buff I cast is a defensive proc. So let's cast that again on our pet. Oh, wait a second. I cast that on the mage pet, not my necromancer pet. So we'll make sure we take that off before the fight starts, because that's not going to be who knows if that's going to be fair. So, okay. See, that is something, I had that spell. I've never used it before. I didn't even know what it was. Guys, so funny. So, alright. This time, the mage pet doesn't have the damage shield on. So, we're giving the necromancer pet a little more advantage. We're also going to let the necromancer pet go first again. They both have their own haste. So let's see what happens, guys. So Van is the necromancer pet. And it looks like Van is already starting to lose. It's at 90 or 89%. Not so tough now, are you? Hey, as a lifelong fan of mages, you know, this really means a lot to me. So even without the damage shield, the mage pet is still doing pretty good. Mage is still at 92%. Necromancer pet is 70%. This one's going slower. Because I do think that the damage shield did help the necro or the mage pet a little bit in the first fight. But it looks like the mage pet is still going to win. I don't know if I use a fire mage pet. I think the necromancer pet would then win. Because fire pets, especially higher level, I think they're more wizard-like and they deal a great amount of damage, but they have less hit points and less armor class and resistance to damage and stuff. At least that's my thought. I don't know. I don't use fire pets often enough, especially at high level. I started using them a little more after doing some of those tests. Did the necromancer pet just like play dead for a second? It like fell and got back up. Let me get back on the mage here so I can have it go hit back. I wonder if necromancer pets get like sort of a feigned death where they could try to like lose aggro. I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comments below if you're familiar with whatever that move that the necromancer pet is doing, like planking or something. So the mage pet is down to 62%, but it did win. So that's pretty interesting there. Let's get our necromancer back over here. We'll summon a new pet. And I'm going to kill the mage pet and try one of the other ones. We'll do the same buffs we did before. It's funny that the higher level necromancer pets are like zombies, because zombies are pretty low end. I mean, at least the NPC zombies that you end up fighting are usually low end monsters. So we're going to have our mage pet go away and say leave. Let's see what a fire pet does against the zombie guys. Aspect of fire. Really curious about this one. And just as before, I'm not going to summon any special gear for him. I'm just going to give him his buffs, his normal buffs that I did before. Alright. I have a feeling that necromancer pet is going to win this one just because he's, you know, more of a fighter. And that's just like a wizard. I just feel like in this game wizards are pretty much broken. Oh, let's bring this cleric back over here so it's out of the frame. All right. So again, the mage pet is level 84. Necromancer pet is level 83. But that's like the highest level, you know, pet spell the necromancer had, which is a level 85 spell. So we let the necromancer pet go again and start the duel. So Garakab is the mage pet. Kind of interesting. They're both equal right now. They're both equal. So maybe the fire pet isn't quite as vulnerable as one might think. Although it's starting to lose a little bit now. No, I mean, actually, no, it's still about equal. Oh, the necromancer pet buffs are fading. It did a weird death thing again, where it's like on the ground. What is up with that? I guess I'm going to rebuff the necromancer pet just because. Gotta be closer range. Yeah, I don't know what that does where they flop. They do the belly flop. The necromancer pet is winning, so I think I called it correctly because yeah, like wizards are horribly broken in this game. It's why I only have a couple of wizards, and it's only for teleport reasons. Those planes like hate that you can only get to with a wizard. I mean, there might be another way, but I don't know what it is. Wizards really kind of need some kind of a pet, but then I guess they would just be mages. The fire pet's gaining some ground here, guys. It's maintaining like a close to 50%. It actually regenerated slightly. And that's after I rebuffed the necromancer pet. I guess that one damage proc buff doesn't last very long. It probably lasts, you know, for so many procs and goes away because it went away again. So at least I'm right about the air pet being better than the fire pet at higher level. This is a much longer fight, guys. A much longer fight. So they're more evenly matched. I mean, one of them's got to win, even if it's just by a smidge. So I still think it's going to be the zombie pet over there that's going to win. Because he's got about 20% up on the fire pet. I am surprised that the fire pet isn't showing like considerable nukes or anything, really. Let me go to the necromancer and ready to press back because the mage pet's down to 1%. Yeah, I think it's dead. It's 0. Okay. So necromancer pet at 39% managed to kill the fire pet. That isn't really impressive, guys. The mage pet did pretty good. So let's try one of the other pets here. I don't know, should we try earth or water, guys? I guess I'm going to go for... No. I'm not going to use a level 1 pet. No, that's definitely not going to work. Water, level 82, aspect of water. Give them their burnout. What is that, burnout 9? IX, I think that's 9. RK2. I wonder if that is something to do with it too, because I do have that RK2 spell. Whatever the hell RK means, I have no idea. I just know it means it's the upgraded version. It's not the one you just get from the merchant. It's one that drops off mobs. Now let's make sure they both are full health, and we can rebuff the necromancer pet again. Give it all 3 buffs, make sure none of them wear out. All right. I am going to let the necromancer pet go again because it's been losing mostly, and I think the water pet is gonna it's gonna end it pretty quick. It's gonna kick its ass. So it's Cabber versus Khan. Cabber being the necro pet. So let me get on the mage, because I think I'm going to have to use the mage to tell the mage pet to back off. Yeah, guys, Khan is still at 98%. The zombie pet over there is at 79. So I think the water pet's going to win. I feel like the air pet at this level, when you get to the 80s, is just well powered, or maybe even a little overpowered. But that's what makes the mage so fun. Yeah, Cabber's down to 59%. The mage still hasn't even gone under 90. So I'm definitely calling it for the mage's water pet here. It'd be interesting to see if there was a way to get the water pet to get behind the necro pet, so we could try some backstabbing, because I hear water pets backstab. I don't know if I've actually ever witnessed it. I don't follow the damage that well unless I'm doing something like this where it's a video. And that's all I'm really doing, is paying attention to the duel. The water pet is still at 90%, 92%, guys. While the necro pet's down to 18. So yeah, don't delete your mages, guys. Get them up to level 80. It fell over again. What is it? What does it do? Like, why does it fall over like that? Is it trying to do like a feigned death? I'd really like to know. Necro pet's down. Mage pet, 72% health. So yeah, did good. Did really good. I guess I could do one more and we'll try the earth pet just for the heck of it. Aspect of earth. Got here, summon an earth pet. Guard. We'll give it the usual buffs. And this is not even, giving them all the equipment that I could summon. I'm thinking if I could summon all the swords and gauntlets, or girdle, the belt with all the extra hit points and stuff, guys, that the mage pets would do even more damage and punishment to this necro pet. Because the necro pets don't get that many buffs, if you noticed. And I think it would be hard to figure out who would win in a duel if if I had someone here that could actually play the necromancer while I played the mage, or vice versa, and we just both went out at it with everything, with not just the pets attacking each other, but the player characters. Uh, you know, the mage's damage is faster, so it might be able to kill the necromancer with a bunch of nukes, but then the mage would eventually die from the dots. So I don't think anybody would really win. But if it's whoever dies first, it would probably be the necromancer. Unless somebody knows some things about necromancers that I don't. Although also the necromancer can life tap, so they can heal themselves, guys. So they're both buffed. Yeah, wanted to make sure. We'll let the necromancer pet go again first. I'm going to turn the gamma up a little bit just so we can see this better. Gontic is the mage pet, and Gabar is the necromancer pet, and Gabar is losing so far. So it looks like the necromancer pet can only defeat the mage's fire pet. So if you're ever dueling a level 80 plus necromancer as a mage, don't use your fire pet or you're gonna die. Yeah, we've got the necromancer pet down to 41%. The earth pet is at 88. So let's get on the mage, because I think I'll have to make the mage pet back off. This doesn't try to kill the necromancer. Yep, mage pet won again. So guys, it looks like once you're level 80 plus, your mage will be having a pet that's stronger than a necromancer pet. So don't feel sad if you have a mage and you saw that video where the necromancer pet beat the mage pets repeatedly, because it was kind of a humiliation for mages, because the mage pet comes out on top later on. And I believe that what was happening in that level 30 skirmish where we're doing those duels, the necromancer pet did have a life tap, and I think the life tap was keeping that necromancer pet healed up enough to win those duels, where the mage pets didn't have any way to heal themselves, and they must have not had as good of a regeneration, because I think at level 80 plus they get a better regen too. So I think that's it for this video, guys. What did you think? Did it seem like a fair fight? Is there something you would have done differently? Do you want to see this happen where none of the pets are buffed at all? Or should I do more where I give them equipment and that sort of thing? Are there any duels you would like me to do in the future? You know, what class, what character, what level range? I could see if I have characters of that level. If not, I'd have to level them up. So of course, you know, there's that little limit to what I could do. But I do have a lot of alts, so I might have what you want to see. And again, when I do these in the arena, I'm not going to be doing, you know, playing both of them at the same time. This is just to see what they do when they're on auto attack or when pets attack each other, because I want to try to make it fair as much as possible. And if I'm playing them, well, I might screw up and give more attention to one than the other, and I want it to be as honest a contest as possible. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please remember I have a Patreon. I'd love it if you guys check that out. You'd support me, support the channel if you become a patron. I also have a Twitter and a Discord. All the links, including the Patreon, are in the description down below. Again, thank you for watching. Have a great day and a wonderful tomorrow.